left Taos and we are heading down.
Sasha.
The kitties did not go with us on this trip. Usually when we're out in the RV, they do.
So much less fur.
So much less fur. So our next overnight stop was in a little town called Grants, New Mexico.
Catquake.
We first went to a Walmart in Grants, and as we pulled in, we'd been seeing rain clouds off in the distance on the entire drive, and that was another really nice drive down through New Mexico. As we pulled into the Walmart and got parked, it started hailing on us.
And that I haven't seen hail in a long time.
I don't know how long it's been since we've seen hail. But yeah, we were able to get in and restock on some things and went to the Grants. Is it just the Grants KOA?
Cibola Sands.
Cibola Sands
/ Grants KOA. Yeah.
And that's another one that's just right off of the highway, not too far. Another flat open, not a whole lot there, but
this is the only. Well, it's the only KOA. I think this is the only campground or RV park I've ever been to where they have on site. They make. They have like a menu of meals. Real food, including like turkey dinner, ribs, things like that.
As well as pizza and hamburgers,
they have a commercial grade kitchen on site, and they deliver it to your door.
Yeah, you tell them what time you want it. They have a choice of times, and they come and knock on your door and deliver this complete dinner. And we got
pay for it at the office.
Complete
we had turkey
dinner, peach pie, and ice cream.
Yep.
Now, of course, I couldn't have chunks of it, stuffing, gravy. He got the pie and the ice cream, both servings. I could have had the ice cream, but vanilla ice cream, give me Ben and Jerry's.
So anyway, that was really cool. But the other thing that was cool about it is they have a little walking path around the KOA, and unlike most other places I've been to, they have signs periodically that give you information about the geography of the area, which is really interesting. So it's a volcanic area. They actually have a collapsed lava dome, in the KOA. I mean, it's not a huge thing, but it's kind of cool.
And again, it was another gorgeous afternoon once the hail.
And
the hail passed.
It has not as much as in as the Montebello campground outside of Taos, but great vistas in general.
It was nice. It was a nice place to stop. So again, that was a quick on and off, another overnight stop.
Yep.
From there, we headed into Arizona, and we really hadn't planned when we started to stop at the Painted Desert and Petrified Forest National Park, when we realized that they were right there.
And they have RV parking.
Well, and that's the interesting thing.
And you can drive your rig through.
Yeah. So Painted Desert and Petrified Forest National Park it's like a 27-mile road, and it loops up through the Painted Desert first, and then you cross 40 and go down to where the Petrified Forest part is. So we went ahead and did that. We didn't stop at all of the pullouts.
You don't have to.
Yeah, some of it's looking on the same. Yeah. So we continued on. The one place, I mean, it was all gorgeous. The Painted Desert is amazing. And again, another gorgeous day. But we were able to get out and walk at different places to stretch our legs. One of the nicest places was the Crystal Lake pullout. Crystal Forest. I keep getting that wrong. Crystal Forest. And there's a really nice walking path all through that area to see the petrified logs up close and get some really nice pictures.
It's really fascinating.
Yeah, which we did, and that's what you'll see in this video. experienced in that pullout was
etiquette.
over to Mike.
Again, it's etiquette. It's being conscious of your surroundings and polite, considerate to other people and so on. So we're going to cut now to a little video that I shot while we were there, showing what not to do whenever you're in this type of situation. Hey folks, here we are. Where are we? We're at the
Petrified Forest National Park.
Petrified Forest National Park. In one of the pullout areas, little viewing spots for the.
This is the Crystal Lake.
The Crystal Forest.
Crystal Forest. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see out the window, we're just stopping here for a quick lunch in one of the RV designated spaces, and these gentlemen pulled in right next to us.
And this is a big fifth wheel.
Look at the size of this rig. Just taking up a bunch of space in the regular parking lot.
Well, and this is like the place where people are supposed to drive through, because the cars park on the other side.
Right, so you can see that car trying to get around them. Now, if we come up forward here, you can see there are two completely empty spaces with plenty of room for them to get by. So, again, just a little point here. Be considerate of other people whenever you come in, and try to take up just only as much space as you really need.
Basically, it's double parking.
Right, and don't do that. I mean, if the place is full and there's no place to safely park, or not be a jerk about it, keep going. Yeah, and those spaces were empty whenever he pulled in. So anyway, just a courtesy tip from yours truly. See you later.
Anyways, we really recommend, though, the drive-through. It is a 27-mile drive, but it went fairly quickly.
Right.
Even stopping and getting out, we really recommend that.
Now, if you have a larger rig, the part that goes through the Painted Desert is not a problem. But there were a few places, whenever you get down to, I think I'll have to look it up and add it on here, but the loop, it was like the 3-mile loop or whatever that was.
Yeah,
that we turned
up to
off.
that, yeah.
That I would probably, if I was our rig is 38 feet long. If I was any longer than that, or if I was towing the Jeep, it wouldn't
have worked too well.
Yeah, it was because the turns, the radius of the turns, and the road was very narrow in this particular loop. So I would probably beg off of that if you were in a larger rig. Yeah. But all the main spots off of the main loop were fine.
Yeah. And then from there, we went to Meteor Crater.
Mm-hmm. Big hole in the ground. Poop.
It was a big hole in the ground. It was actually more interesting than I thought it was.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not... The admission fee is a little stiff. Okay, I think it was like $18 a piece.
Yeah, and that was one thing I actually commented on. It was a $20 admission fee for the RV to get into the Painted Desert Petrified Forest. Park, and that was 27 miles of amazing beauty, and we could stop and see different things. Yeah. It was $18 to get into Meteor Crater. Yeah. So that comparison...
well, and the thing is, what you have to keep in mind is that the Meteor Crater is actually a privately owned enterprise. So, but... Sure, there's some profit motive there, but also they've really done the visitor center, and everything is really well done, and they've also taken stewardship of that site and protected it. So I mean, I thought it was worth the money to do it, to see something like that. Because whenever you go and you see a meteor impact crater that's a mile across, a mile across.
And I don't think you really get that sense when you're looking at it.
No, you don't. Yeah. You don't. Yeah. And you really have to kind of mentally visualize that as, it's huge. It's bigger than you think it is. And and then the visitor center, they
did have a really good job with the displays and scientific facts and other places where there's been meteor hits.
So I think, if you're passing through there, and again, they have RV parking as well. There are 2 parking lots. One of them is for RVs and buses. I think it's worth a stop. It's worth a stop. It's worth the money.
Especially if you're a geek.
Yeah.
The other nice thing is that there is an RV park right down the road, basically at the beginning of the entrance to the
Right.
Meteor Crater area, the Meteor Crater RV Park. And again, that was a very nice, right off of 40 again. But that was another very nice
Yeah,
park.
very well maintained, beautiful
Yeah.
park.
Nice sights.
You know, great sights and stuff. And actually, I mean, if you're exploring northeastern Arizona, that's a really good jumping off point. You
Yeah.
know, if you want to go around.
This
like
was
on
about a
day
half
trips.
hour outside of Flagstaff.
Around that, yeah. But it was a really nice thing, and they have a well-stocked store, and there's a gas station right there that, you know, can serve big rigs.
Yeah.
So
It's very convenient.
Yeah, it's a great spot. I highly recommend that one as well.
So,
And from there,
on to Phoenix. There we go.
yeah,
Back home again.
Very sad.
Until
sad.
Saturday, we leave for a house hunting trip in Hawaii. So the next episode you see from us will be in Hawaii.
In shorts.
Yeah.
See you there.
See you there.
Aloha.